What's up, guys? This is Stu with All Thumbs Gaming, and I am bringing you another delightful gameplay from Halo Reach. This time we have a game of SWAT on Boardwalk, and this game in particular I picked just because it brings up a lot of the issues that I talked about in my last video. Speaking of my last video, if you haven't seen that, be sure and go and check it out on the channel. But yeah, see, I had a great first strike there, but then end up getting killed. But don't worry, I shoot through the tree, and wow, beautiful revenge kill right there. But yeah, I decided to use this gameplay particularly because it involves some issues that gamers tend to talk about a lot, and the first one is camping, and the second one is quitting out of games. And as you'll see as this video goes on, camping does become an interesting issue here. I am playing with my good buddies Frank and Murphy. We also have a guest on Frank's account during this match, and I'm not sure who that was. But anyway, I do end up getting some pretty sweet headshot kills. Out of the kills that I got, all but one of them were actually headshots. So that's always a good thing when you're playing SWAT. For those of you not familiar with the game type, basically it is a more Call of Duty-esque form of Halo where there are no shields, and it's one-shot headshots for everyone. So that's an advantage if you're good at headshots, but it's a disadvantage as well because that means that your character is weaker also. But you know, it's an enjoyable game type. It's a lot more fast-paced. You don't have to do as much teamwork. You can basically just absolutely stomp by yourself, and you don't have to have other people around to help you bring people's shields down. That being said, in this match we were basically dominating. As you can see right now, the score is 17-6, and this tends to happen a lot actually in matchmaking. Once you start dominating beyond a certain point, the other team starts to lose team members and people start to quit out. Now here, as you can see, is a perfect example of camping, and it's extremely frustrating. And you see, I just had that beautiful headshot and then walked past, and the guy was crouching in the corner waiting for me to walk past, and then he was able to pull off the assassination on me. And yeah, so what do you guys think about that? I know I alluded to it in the last video, but is that a legitimate strategy? I think at this point already 2 of the red guys' teammates have already quit out, and so there's only 2 left. It's 4 on 2, which some would say is a unfair disadvantage, while others would say, wow, what an opportunity, I can get so many more kills now. And you know, but typically whenever your teammates quit out, it's not because you were doing well enough to actually take advantage of having more people to kill by yourself and to hog kills with. But anyway, yeah, the camping in this match was just very infuriating for me, and at the same time, I kind of understand. You know, if you're down 2 team members, you're getting stomped. At this point, it's 23-8. You know, you gotta just try whatever you think will work. And since we were pretty much shutting them down when it comes to the DMR battles, I guess you gotta try a different approach. And you know, it really didn't help that much with the camping tactics, but you know, you gotta get kills however you can, I suppose. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. Is it just completely noobish and ridiculous to camp in all situations, or is it merited? And see here, the spawn point became an issue for me, and that tended to happen a lot in this game. As I was staying around Visitor Center on Boardwalk in an effort to get the highest vantage point and see most of the map, since we were only looking for 2 enemies the entire game. I tried to position myself to where I could call it out to my teammates or get the kills myself, and because of that, my teammates would end up on the other side of the map, and so the red team would spawn in behind me, and that resulted in a few deaths on my part. And here you go, I got a beautiful headshot, and once again the assassination from the camper. And don't worry, I believe that's the last time that happens to me. I actually learn my lesson and start checking that corner religiously, as you'll see in a bit. But yeah, I mean, is it you know, I guess it should have been my prerogative to check that corner before I just walk through. I guess I was too hyped about the awesome headshot that I had just gotten. But yeah. Anywho, the map itself is pretty good. It tends to become a problem whenever you have uneven teams. The spawning becomes a bigger issue, and you know, being aware of your surroundings is especially key in SWAT because you do not have the motion tracker / radar in the bottom left corner that you do in other game types, and so you basically have the responsibility of looking around and checking your corners by yourself. You don't have the assist of technology, I guess you could say, and because of that, you have to be a little more vigilant about spinning around and always be moving. See there, that guy snuck up on me and should have had me, but thankfully Frank's guest there was able to put some body shots on him, so I was able to grab the kill. Another complaint with SWAT is that because you don't have shields, your shields automatically don't regenerate, obviously, because you don't have them, but you also don't have med packs, and you still take damage on your health. As you can see right now, my health bar is at 3 red, flashing close to death, so it'd probably only take 1 or 2 body shots from a DMR to kill me at this point, which kind of takes the point of SWAT out, in that it's supposed to be focused on headshots. Yet they take all the med packs out of the map for the SWAT game types, which is kind of a pet peeve of mine because, if I survive an encounter, and I should be able to heal up, at least I think. But, let me know what you guys think, if it's something that you really don't care about, or if you think that if the other teammate, okay, that's where I checked that corner. Yeah, he's dead. And as you can see, I was already pretty low there, but the guy did end up getting a headshot on me. But yeah, if you feel like the enemy got damage on you, should you still have to carry that around with you, or should, the fact that you won the battle and were able to escape without dying, I guess merits a health regeneration. But yeah, let me know in the comments what you think, and I'd love to hear you guys' opinions about things like that. And let's see, checking the back door, walking back up to Visitor Center, checking the flower pots. A lot of this game became a, hey, let's just look around and hopefully we can find enemies to kill. And that does kind of become monotonous and boring, and yeah, double kill right here, boom. But yeah, anticipating the spawns only works to a certain degree, especially on maps this size, whenever you have 4 people trying to hunt down 2 others. And sometimes you get lucky, like just then, whenever they came up together, and both of them were sprinting and weren't really paying attention, so I was able to totally kill them, and that's good for me and my team. But yeah, whenever you're basically just looking around for things to kill, you tend to watch your HUD a little closer to see where your teammates are dying and where they're firing. And this also brings in communication as well as an even more essential part of the gameplay. And as you can see there, I just noticed that my teammate had died there because I could see his red X, and so I just turned around and was able to avenge him. And there's me checking that corner again. I was pretty paranoid after that happened twice, so I didn't make that mistake again. So that's another tip for you guys is whenever something tends to happen with any kind of pattern, and enemies start showing behavior that is replicated over and over again, you can typically bet that they're going to try it yet one more time, so you can always be cautious of that. Unfortunately, I don't think that these guys ever got into a position where they could actually camp again like that. We were pretty much holding down the top area here, and having the high ground is also very important whenever you're playing SWAT, especially because you have a better angle on their heads, and since the heads are what you're aiming for, you yeah, absolutely have an advantage whenever you're holding down the high ground. That's not to say that, you know, you can't dominate from the low ground as well, but having better vantage points and better lines of sight is always a good thing. And, you know, this video is actually getting kind of boring with me sitting here watching it, as I'm just basically walking around. And there's my buddy Murphy committing suicide, so that's cool. Actually, I think that he had some network issues that ultimately get him booted out of the game. Yeah, see, he didn't actually quit there. He was booted because of network issues, and that could have had something to do with the fact that 2 of the opposite team had already quit out, but I'm not sure. But yeah, that brings up a whole other issue is network situations that end up getting you booted out of a game, or if you lag out, or stuff like that. Do you think that there should be harsh penalties for people who, first of all, quit out of games, and second of all, who unintentionally quit out of games because of network lag or whatever? All right, now hey, this part, yeah, I saw that guy coming from a mile away and was just anticipating him running right there. Beautiful. But yeah, network lag is definitely something that we all have to deal with in the gaming industry, I guess. But yeah, you think that people should get banned or whatever for, or at least should they be booted from games for consistently having bad network issues? Because it does affect the gameplay for other people, and you know, I understand that, but not everybody can afford a high bandwidth internet connection. So yeah, what do you guys think? And now here we are in the last 14 seconds. I'm basically just looking desperately to see if I can pull off another kill. And lucky for me, I spy a guy down there in the low end, and with 3 seconds left, get the last kill. So that's it, guys. Thanks for watching, and I will talk to you guys later.